I played Inuyasha. That is awesome! I didn't. He was the lead, so that he was important. This is awesome. I'm sorry. I didn't. But we're done now. And I wish I'd known. I love playing Inuyasha. Inuyasha is one of the greatest characters I've ever done in anime, in cartoons, in any kind of animation, and any kind of voice work, because he's just fun, and he's butt-kicking, and I just loved it. From the second I saw him on your computer when we were wrapping up Ranma, and I wanted to play him from that moment on. Honestly, it's just a great show, and you can back me up on this. The first time I saw the first episode and we recorded the first thing, I said I thought this show was going to be huge. I thought it was going to be great, and I thought a lot of people were going to watch it, and they have. And I think that, first and foremost is story, and Takahashi, Ms. Takahashi is, beyond compare. The story is fantastic, and that's obviously the first thing that gets them. And we do the final little thing on the North American side of things that hopefully helps it a little bit. But.
Well, I like that she's idealistic. I like her feistiness and her desire to really do the right thing. She does a lot of soul searching too, I think, and tries to figure out what her values are and what she wants, and I like all that.
Miroku! You are totally despicable! Now! Die!
She's only a young girl. Why does she have so much power?
I won't let you go, even if you beg for forgiveness! Ha! Sit!
Huh?
Sit! Stay, boy. I'll be back in 3 days, and don't even think about following me.
I don't even have to think about my answer to that one. It would definitely be Sango, and that is because she has the best outfit, and I want her outfit. The best part about recording would probably be coming in and then hearing some of the stuff that other people have recorded. Sometimes they've recorded a few jokes or something like that, so you might get to hear some jokes, or just even getting to react off of them. The toughest part, I find that schoolgirl uniform very breezy, kind of chilly.
Her kimono's shorter than mine. You're gonna catch cold if you go around half-dressed.
Don't do that! It'll rip!
Romantic dilemmas and soul searching and crying and hoping, but there's so many. There's just so many that it's really hard to just pick.
Well, I'm not afraid. Naraku's a terrible demon. We've got to do what we can to destroy him. Huh? Inuyasha, will you let me stay?
So, you'll stay with me?
Shippo was my favorite character. Always was, because Shippo had so many dimensions. He was crazy, he was goofy, he was pouty, he was strong, he was wimpy. You know, it just, and he was just so cute. Actually, I honestly can say he's my most favorite character that I've ever played.
Time to use my fox magic! Sure showed them. You'll be safe now. Thank you, little raccoon. I'm a fox.
Hey, Tosh, what's going on? Whoa. Is it dead people? I see dead people. Whoa.
I guess the process of ADR, the toughest part is just coordinating, looking at the screen, matching the flaps of the character, you know, looking at your script, keeping the voice, the character in mind. So it's just coordinating all those things. That's the toughest part of it. I always think Miyogi's great. That's a great voice. You know what? I love all the voices. I just am amazed when I go in and do sessions with all these amazing, talented people in the city. I love listening to them all. I just go, wow, you're so talented. When I started out, I only did commercials, so I only used my own voice. And now it's kind of like the furthest away from my voice I can do, the better. Crazy characters are actually more fun for me.
Come on, there's gotta be something useful in here. Ooh, aha! Maybe the wind from my smashing top will help. Smashing top! Oh no! It's making it worse!
I did get to be a chick once in a while.
Does that guy totally have the hots for you or what?
He's a great character because he's so unpredictable, and he's always good for the comic relief moments, which I think is awesome. You need that in any script, in any series, in any movie. You need that character that just all of a sudden does something that's completely out of left field and just hilarious.
A girl? Huh. She wears a shard of the Shikon jewel, and it's huge.
Don't you even think about peeking at me.
Seems like just yesterday they said, okay, they want you to be a lecherous monk who touches a lot of girls' bottoms. Excellent. I can do that.
With a hand that powerful, he could have killed us a long time ago if he'd wanted to. Let's at least give him a chance. Maybe he can lend us a hand.
Huh?
I was wrong. Kill him!
It's interesting when you're doing a translation recording, ADR, because sometimes the English translation doesn't fit into the mouth flaps, and then you get to work with the director, usually Carl or whoever's directing at the time, to try and decide what's a good thing to say. And you can adapt the line and work it together, and you almost feel like a writer. So that was interesting. I like that. Good times in the studio. Good times. It's always it's a fun character to play, and sometimes we have funny takes or things that aren't supposed to be said during the take, and we say them anyway because it seems to fit the situation. They can be very funny. Like I would jump on Kilala's back and say, we've got to go get Miroku, but actually I say, okay, who wants a double tall latte? And then everybody laughs. And so it's all about the comedy. So that's fun.
Miroku would be good though because he's got the hand thing. Because that would be so cool if one time he just took off the wrapping and went talk to the hand, and it just sucked the person right in there. You know what I mean? That would be cool.
Winter!